Alabama's won 7 straight meetings against Georgia. Dogs seeking their first national title since 1980, while Alabama is seeking back-to-back national titles to be the first team to repeat since Alabama in 2011 and 2012. Kirby Smart now live at the podium in Miami. Let's listen in live.
Yeah, I'd like to open up with really proud of our players, the whole organization. You know, our staff works really hard to put a plan together. Our players bought into that plan. We came out from the very start and executed that defensively and offensively. We really had a great opening drive. I thought that set the tone for the game. I did not think we played as well in the second half as we're capable of, and got a little flat. But yeah, I appreciate the effort and the commitment to the players. Nobody understands how long a layoff that is and how many practice you got to continue to have. And they bought into that each day and came to work and answered a lot of questions that everybody had for them.
All right, first question's from Chip Towers. Go ahead, Chip.
Yes, this is for Darian. Darian, we haven't gotten to talk to you all year. Obviously, it's been a huge year for you, and to get defensive MVP in this game with 2 picks, you're an experienced guy. Can you just sort of put it in perspective what really the last year has been like for you and being kind of back on this stage again and playing big?
Last year, I just had to keep my head up, keep grinding. God put me in the spot. University of Georgia gave me a chance, and I just put my head down, kept working, and this is what it led to.
Your next question is from Andrea Adelson. Go ahead, Andrea.
Hi, this question is for Kirby and for Stetson. Stetson's performance, how much of a statement do you feel like that made to those who have been questioning him and the performance that he had against Alabama in the last game?
I don't know. I don't get into much about statements. I really focus on performance and do things based on performance. And I thought he performed at a really high level today. He's been really focused the last couple of weeks. I think it's amazing to have a guy his age block out all the noise and just focus harder. It's almost like every time he hears noise, he just focuses harder on the game plan and what he has to do to execute. And you look at some plays he made out there with his feet. They couldn't account for his mobility and some of the plays he made with his feet, and just really proud of the way he prepped for this game.
Yeah, like Coach Smart said, this game's all about how well you play. There's really nothing. I didn't go out there and play, well today in spite of people. I came out there and played well and worked hard throughout the few weeks we had off. Because my teammates needed me to do that, and we needed that to win. So as far as a statement, that's my goal every week is to play that well.
Next question from Mike Griffith. Go ahead, Mike.
Yes, Stetson, that deep ball to Cook. Can you just talk about getting the ball downfield and hitting those guys in stride, both Cook and Burton, over 50 yards?
Yeah, I tried not to underthrow him this game. And, Cook ran a great route. Jermaine kind of baited the receiver or the DB, and I just trusted him on that one. Football, those guys on the outside just make it a lot easier because you can trust them and they're going to get to a spot, and they're, just athletic and great football players.
Next question from Dan Matthews. Go ahead, Dan.
Stetson, with the empty backfield success you guys had tonight, was that something you guys had seen on film, or was it just kind of just the results were there on some of those plays?
Yeah, I think you said. I think sometimes things just work out, and we didn't know that the empty backfield would help like it did, but anytime we can get our skill players in space, so we think that works.
Next question from Mark Weiser. Go ahead, Mark.
Hey, Kirby, you guys held Michigan without a sack. Obviously, they have some really good pass rushers. And then you guys kind of flipped the script from the Bama game with 4 sacks of your own. What was the key to doing that?
I think we we practice against good rushers each day. Jamari and Warren, they listen to everybody talk about those guys rushing, and Jamari and Warren are good pass protectors. They do a nice job, and when they don't, or they give up they give up penetration, Stetson did a good job avoiding. There's a couple times we got beat, even on the touchdown pass. I thought Stetson did an incredible job of getting the ball in the air. We did not block the edge rusher, and he came scot-free, and Stetson got the ball out to James, which was our only, I think, score of the second half. So tremendous job there. Defensively, we generated some better rush. And again, we have to be able to do that to be successful. Was it a magic potion, Mark? I don't think it was a magic potion. We called a lot of the same calls, we called against Alabama, but the quarterback probably didn't escape as good as Alabama's did, and we finished a little better.
Your next question for Jake Rowe. Go ahead, Jake.
Hey, Kirby. Wanted to ask you real quick. I know Brock Bowers is kind of banged up there late in the game. Do you know anything about kind of what he's dealing with and how he's doing right now?
Yeah, he's had a shoulder for a couple of weeks. We've had him practicing in a black jersey, limiting his contact some, but he's a tough dude, man. He's a warrior. He goes back out there and bangs. He wanted to get back in tonight, and we just didn't let him, but he should be fine.
Next question for Pat Ford. Go ahead, Pat.
For Stetson, and if Kirby wants to answer as well. Just you went a lot with the quick game, passing game to begin with. Was that something to kind of counteract some of their pass rush, or what did you guys see in putting together the game plan with that?
Since the time football started spreading out and you start throwing the ball a little bit more, you have to account for the extra guy in the box, whether it's a blitzer or a down safety for your run game. And that was a bunch of the stuff that we did early on. And, like I said earlier, when you get our guys out in space, especially with the blockers at the skill position that we have, good things happen.
Yeah, I don't think it was a calculated get the ball out quick answer. It was what the defense gives you. Nowadays, you take what the defense gives you, and Stetson had to make a lot of decisions that people aren't aware of, and he made good decisions on where to go with the ball.
So here we go. A rematch of the 2017 College Football Playoff title game and the 2021 SEC Championship game. Alabama won both. In fact, Nick Saban has beat his former assistant Kirby Smart 4 straight times. And now Kirby Smart trying to turn the tide and win a national championship for Georgia for the first time since 1980. National championship set for January 10th in Indianapolis.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.